Hey, welcome back. It's Melanie Horton, IFBB Pro, and today I want to talk a little bit about aging and muscle loss. So, as most of you know, I've been a competitive bodybuilder for over 30 years. I'm now in my 50s and still able to compete at a high level. In North America, certainly, the master's age categories are the fastest growing component of amateur and the professional divisions in the sport. So there is no doubt that as we age, something called sarcopenia happens, which is basically muscle loss. So each decade over your 40s, you're losing muscle just as a function of aging. But there's a way to combat that. There are ways to combat that. And I think the proof is in the number of men and women who are still competing and active and even able to build muscle after they're 40. So I wanted to give 3 tips for combating muscle loss. Muscle is truly the organ of longevity. There's lots and lots of research in the anti-aging community that speaks to the importance of trying to maintain and even build muscle as a protective factor against all sorts of disease as you age. So number 1, I would say, is not surprisingly resistance training. Not the cardio, walking certainly and cycling is great, but it's really the resistance training that you need to incorporate to build and maintain muscle. So you don't want to be doing super high volume, a lot of reps, but challenge yourself a little bit, do things safely, never sacrifice proper form. If you're new to this, and there's no limit to when you can start. If you've never lifted a weight before and you're in your 50s or 60s, you can certainly start at that age and it's going to be beneficial. Look into getting a trainer to show you how to do things properly. And so that resistance training is number 1. Initially, even 3 times a week is going to show some benefit. Obviously, people who compete are doing a little bit more than that, but every little bit will give you benefits. So number 2 is rest and recovery. In the gym, you're not building muscle, you're actually breaking down muscle, so you're doing damage to the muscle. And when you build muscle is outside the gym, so when you're resting, recovering. So adequate sleep, you should be trying to get upwards of 7 hours a night. That's going to be hugely beneficial for repair of your organs, even cognitively for memory consolidation. Sleep is probably your best tool for living a long, healthy life. I know people tend to sleep less as they get older, but trust me, if you can get 7, even 8 hours a night, you're going to see a huge difference in the way you feel and in the way you look. There's other recovery things that modalities, I'll say, that I found beneficial that I use that I would recommend. So things like infrared sauna has got tremendous benefits for detoxification. It's great for recovery as well. Cold plunging is another sort of popular thing lately that is great for recovery and for muscle recovery as well. Massage therapy, getting regular body work. So really looking after your body outside the gym as well. So, and again, for recovery, just something as simple as stretching. So you can implement a basic stretching routine, something you do each morning or even in the evening before bed. There's lots of things like yoga classes that are good for movement and stretching and recovery. Lots of things you can find on YouTube that won't cost you anything. So that's another suggestion that I would have for recovery. And then finally, and these are all sort of equally important, but the other sort of pillar is nutrition. So proper nutrition. As we age, the number 1 thing that you want to be thinking about is getting adequate protein. From food sources is great, preferably lean meats. So your chicken, beef, fish. Whey protein is a great tool where you can get a lot of protein volume at a reasonable cost, and it helps you to get that protein target up. You want to be aiming for about 1 gram of protein per pound of lean body weight. So if you're, say, 150 pounds, you want to be looking for 150 grams of protein. And if you're eating 4 to 5 meals, you just sort of divide it that way. So it's 30 to 40 grams per meal. And there's lots of food calculators online that are free, lots of nutrition tracking apps you can get that don't cost anything. So keep track of your protein, make it a priority, make sure you hit that protein target each day. A balanced carbohydrates and fats, clean, healthy fats as well. So your green vegetables, really important for your micronutrients. Whole food carbohydrates like rice, grains like oats, potatoes. Those are sort of the main starchy carbohydrates I would have, plus your vegetables, and then fruits. Berries are great, high in antioxidants, so blueberries are excellent. Bananas for potassium. And then your healthy fats would be things like avocado, olive oils, nut butter, and and nuts if you can digest those well and you don't have any allergies. So nutrition, rest and recovery, weight training, those are your three pillars for maintaining and adding muscle into your 40s, 50s, and 60s. If you have never done weight training before, it's never too late to start. I'm proof that age isn't a limit to how long you can keep doing this, even at a competitive level. I encourage you to start too. If you have any questions or if you need some help, I do coach people as well, so please feel free to reach out. Comment below if you have any questions, and we'll get back to you with answers.